Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Connect on Mondays. And I am grateful that you're here today. I'm Bernadine, the connector. For those who don't know me, every Monday we come together to learn, to grow, and look at new opportunities that can help us plan for our future, that can help us earn online and live a better life. Before we proceed, I would like to apologize for coming on a little behind schedule today. We had a little conflict of schedule, and but I'm here. I'm here now. So if you're joining me for the first time, welcome, and thank you for being here. Please drop on the comment section where you're watching us from, because we're streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram. I want to know where you're watching from. I know it's a little hours are a little fast spent into the night, but still, I believe in keeping my promise. I know that my fans are willing to join me tonight, so I wanted to make sure that I still come on to drop the nuggets that I have for you all. And tonight is actually a big day because we have a big announcement to make. We are launching a new program today, which I call the Beginner Hub. So in this Beginner Hub, we're going to be having like a town hall meeting where we're going to be discussing about different things, about clarifying some things about online business. We're going to be breaking down some myths, and having people have at least enough information, because every day we'll be hearing about making making income online, but no one is actually telling you how to make that income online. That's what we're going to be breaking down in this town hall this week. And even if you're watching the replay as well, we would like you to drop in the comment section where you're watching from. Anyone who you know, a loved one, this is a very important discussion that you don't want to miss. Your loved one, your friend, or someone you know that could benefit for more, or is wishing for more, is praying for more. Please tag them on this live so they can watch it. Or even if it is replay, share it with them, share it with your loved one so they can benefit, because we want to reach to as many families as possible. We are in the business of transformation. So tonight is a little different. Like I said, we are sharing an exciting announcement. So, like you all know, before I proceed, I always like to talk about my own self. It's me, but it's all about you guys. The reason why I like to talk about my journey, those who have been following me already know my journey a little bit. I am a mom, a nurse practitioner. I have worked for so many years, for decades actually. And throughout all this period, I work hard, thinking that that is the way out. And after so many years, I realized that working hard is not really the option. Yes, it's not. It's not the option. And that's when I started looking into some other options that we can actually leverage. Because I realized that working hard, what we're doing is we're trading time for money. We are actually missing out a lot of family time, and time spent, you cannot have it back. And at the same time, most people were actually dependent on just that single check that they receive every 2 weeks. And I have proven with my own life that that's not okay. Because your check, what it's gonna do for you is gonna pay for you. It's gonna pay your bills, pay your rent, feed you, and take care of those bills. But when you create extra streams of income for your family, what you have done is that you have created options for your family. You're not stuck with some situations. You have created options for you, and that is what everybody needs. That is what everyone needs. That's why I keep coming on here, and I will continue to keep on coming on here, because this is such an important discussion. This is something that is not taught in the schools. It doesn't matter your level of education. Nobody teaches about that in schools. So that is why, since I have gone into the online space and it has opened my eyes, I have seen what is going on. That is why I continue to come out here to share this critical information so that all our others can benefit from it as well. So, what is actually online business? That is why the question that I get a lot. what is online business? How am I supposed to even start? And I am a full-time working mom. How is this supposed to fit into my schedule? So many questions like that. That is why I said, what it is, instead of continuing to answer it one by one, I said we're going to have a town hall meeting in this on this page. And on this meeting, what are we going to do? We're going to be providing answers to all those questions. I work full time. I'm not tech savvy. I am too young. I'm too old. All that stuff. So those are the things we're going to be answering. And by the way, what's online business? How does it even work? So for 5 days, every day, we're going to be coming here to address these questions one by one. So stay tuned. My goal is going to be to share this information right about 8, 9 o'clock-ish. But like I said, today we had a conflict of schedule. That's why I'm coming on a little late. But be sure to stay tuned every day. Even if you miss the live presentation, be sure to watch the replays. So the first one we're going to tackle is, what is online business all about in the first place? That's what we're going to tackle today. So I want you to imagine a franchise, a real life. I like to discuss things with analogy. A real life online, a real life franchise. For example, some of these businesses that we know around, or some of these fast food we know around. All over the country, you see companies of fast food that, it could be Wendy's, it could be McDonald's, it could be Subway, just name it. You see it all over the world. It could be Walmart. You see it all over the US in different states. So some of these are franchise, especially fast foods. And when you talk about physical franchise, people have to rent a physical apartment. I mean, a physical store. They have to employ staff to work on there, and all the total overhead. Online business is similar to that. The only difference is that we don't operate on physical space. Rather, we operate online. It is like an online franchise without the overhead cost of online, without the overhead cost of franchise. Yes, we are connected to several high-ticket companies, and we do what we call affiliate marketing. And most of the companies we're connected with, they provide either goods or services. So you take a determination if you want to do services or you want to do goods. Most of us on the online space chose to provide, to sell the business model, because nobody want to go to deal with inventory anymore. This is 2026. Nobody want to deal with inventory anymore. Nobody want to pack inventory on their garage or in their living room or family room and be delivering to people. That is the beauty of our business, because we don't have to deal with all that. The companies that we affiliate with, they do all that. The only thing we do, what do we do? The only thing we do is sell the business module. That's it. Market the business model. That's what we do. So, and this is not something that you come in and start building anything from the scratch at all. This is a system that is already well established for you. And we have so many systems that we're using. And the beauty is that they provide you with training. Once you come in, you have the training. You have a mentor assigned to you. You have a coach assigned to you who's going to hold you by hand and walk you every step of the way. That is the beauty of it. As long as you are someone who is willing, who have made a determination that they want more out of life. If you are comfortable where you are, you are not planning for anything bigger, you are okay to continue to struggle financially. You are okay to just live paycheck to paycheck. You are okay to just get by, try to get by. But honestly, we all deserve more. No other human being should be able to determine for you what you are worth. That is the beauty of online business. It's capless. It doesn't have a cap. It doesn't have a cap. It's unbelievable. So you are worth way more than that. And you are already talented. You're already skilled. You already have experience. So it is now time for you to put some numbers on that experience that you have. It's time for you to use that experience to achieve what you're trying to do. Yes, time has changed. The times have changed dramatically, whether we like it or not. Times have changed. And because times have changed, those who are smart about it, they're going to move with the time. As long as you stay coachable, as long as you're someone who is ready to work and ready to learn. And then one thing I want to also emphasize, that this is not a get rich quick scheme at all. It is not. If you're someone who is looking for something that's going to get rich overnight, then this may not be the right one for you, because this one takes a little time. It takes time for you to actually learn the skills. It takes time for you to learn the system. When I say time, everyone is different. Some people, it take them just a few weeks to learn the system. Some, it take them a few days. Some, it take them months. It depends on individuals. It depends on how bad you want that change. If you don't really want the change, you're lukewarm about it, then you take your time. But if you're someone who is going to jump on it and say, you know what, enough is enough. I really want a change. I want a change for my family. I want a change for myself. I want to have control over my time. I want to get my time back. I want flexibility. I'm tired of working weekends. I am tired of working all these 12-hour shifts. I am tired of working all this overtime. I need to have more control over my life. I am not even getting any younger. I am getting up there. I need to start planning for my retirement. I need to be there for my own children. I want to be there on Thanksgiving. I want to be there on their birthdays. When we're talking about having control over your time, that's what we mean. That's what we mean, having flexibility. Being able to be there for your family, being able to be there for people you love. It is extremely important. And when you talk about having control over your finances, that's when we talk about something being capless. Not someone else determining for you how much you're worth. No, but you, by yourself, going out for something that works. A system that has changed so many lives. A system that have changed thousands and thousands and thousands of lives, including myself. That is why I am very bold and very proud to come out here and talk about it every day. Yes. So if you are someone out there who has been wondering if this is something you can do, or who is wondering, where do I even start? Because that's one of the biggest questions. Where do I even start in this whole thing that I'm talking about? I don't even know where to start. And that is a fair question. So what you're going to do, and that is exactly what I did. It's a video, a simple webinar that I watched. Until tomorrow, I remain forever grateful to that my coach, whose video that I watched and clicked on that link. So just like you're watching me right now, you're going to feel free to send me a DM. It is something that has been nudging you in your heart, that you really want to do something different. You really want to change in your life, but you don't know how to do it. And what you do is to pick up all the overtime that you can lay your hands on. But if you are very honest with me, you know that the body is not getting any younger. All those overtime is burnout. It's burnout. And we all don't know what burnout means, what it can mean to our lives and what it can mean to our health. So that is why we are trying to work smart in this year and time and age. So if you are someone out there who is thinking and imagining and seeing all these people talking about online business, and you want to know a little more, there is no error in getting information. They say information is power. Feel free to send me a message. Send me a DM. Just send me a DM and put in there more. I want to know more. And that's all. And I will provide you with a link to that webinar that changed my life. That webinar that I watched, that everything started shifting for me. That webinar that I watched, I will provide you that information and register you to watch the next webinar. And when you do, then you have opportunity to even learn more. And I will be able to have time to answer you any one-to-one question that you may need me to clarify, so that you can start planning for yourself and for your family. It is so important. It is extremely important. Because the time is late today that I came on, I would not like to keep everyone too long. And remember, you are only one connection away from the life that you have been praying for. And for those of you who are just joining us, if you don't know me, I'm Bernadine the Connector. I am the one, that lady, that one and only lady that connects individuals and families to opportunities that change their life, which has changed my life and which I am so passionate about. Because as a mother and also as someone who is also a career person, I know the struggle. It is a life that I have lived. It is something that no one is telling me about. It is a life that I have already lived. So that is why I am out here calling to all hardworking parents out there, all hardworking parents, especially my fellow immigrants who are carrying the burden of responsibility here in the US and back home from where they came. Yes, all the overtime at the job is not doesn't have to be yours. It doesn't. There are so many ways to do it, especially this time and age. This is 2026. So I am offering you that opportunity that that I watched, that same webinar that I watched that changed my life. That is what I am presenting to you today. There is no pressure, there is no obligation, just information, just free information. Take a look at the information, see how it works actually, and you can make a determination. Start the conversation. It is one conversation that changed my own life. I want you to start your own conversation. Don't be too comfortable where you are because you can do more. You can do way more than you think you can. Yes. So I'm going to close. And before I do, I want to thank you so much for being part of our today's Mondays with Bernadine. And I'm going to be back here tomorrow because, like I say, we have a 5-day town hall. And that's our beginner town hall meeting that we're going to be having every day to break down all those questions. Because people are hearing all this online business. Nobody is telling them how to actually make that money online. That's what we're going to be discussing for the next 5 days. We're going to discuss that clearly and take questions live here. And people can have opportunity to actually come on the stage with me and whatever they. So it's going to be interactive. Stay tuned for the next episode tomorrow. Until then, have a good night. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye now. And thank you for joining us.